Jack Bech has an amazing, compelling, and tragic story all in one. We all know what happened. Not going to get into that, but praying for you, Jack. But he won the MVP of the Senior Bowl yesterday. Had a great week of practice, so I wanted to take a look at what he's done in his college career and see how it translates to the NFL. Started in 2021 at LSU. He had 43 catches for 489 yards and 3 touchdowns. 2022 in LSU, he only had 16 catches for 200 yards and a touchdown. Transferred to TCU in 2023. That year only had 12 catches for 146 yards, no touchdowns. This last year, burst on the scene with 62 catches, jumped up to 1,034 yards and 9 touchdowns. On top of that, came out with a great Senior Bowl week of practice, won the MVP of the game, and I think he's raised his stock a lot in this 2025 draft cycle. So let's take a look at Jack Bech and look at the football part of his story. Welcome back to More Sip the Tally on 202. Ready, break. Welcome back, and let's get into this Jack Bech film. And when Chris and I were watching one-on-ones last week, I mispronounced his name a bunch of times, but the people in the comments got me straight. So salute to you guys for giving me the correct pronunciation of his name. But let's get into the tape. Versus Kansas, this one here is a goal line play. And really right here, I want to highlight his toughness. You see him highlighted, he's the number 2, and the trips at the bottom was actually empty. Just run a delayed slant off this pick. A delayed slant off this slot fade that gets him a little separation. Tough catch. And you're going to see a bunch of tough catches, a bunch of tight window catches by this guy. And for me, toughness is the mantra of this highlight film. It's a very tough individual. Catches the ball over the middle. Doesn't necessarily look to run out of bounds in situations. Just as a tough playmaking individual. Kind of reminds me of certain record-setting rookie. I don't know if he has that type of toughness, because we all know Puka is extremely tough, but he does put me in the mindset of Puka. And again, I just talked about his toughness. I wanted to show you from this angle. Catch the slant over the middle, with the guy being draping on you, or draped on you, with the linebacker right there ready to pounce as well. Catches that ball, puts it away for the touchdown. Great hands. Great hands. Pop the next one. This is versus UCF. You got him right there, highlighted. And this is a part of what I'm talking about. You know, easy release, nice catch. But look at the yak. Still getting yak. But then at this point, instead of running the bounds, let me see how much more I can get. Just by the decision right here's not run out of bounds at maybe the 20. Another 5 yards. I'm going to try to run over you. Another 10 yards. So the decision to not run out of bounds got him another 10 yards. And he's surrounded by, UCF players. So he could have easily went out of bounds. That's 1 versus 4. And he took them all on. Got another 10 yards. And that's one of the reasons I say this kid is uber tough. Again, versus UCF. It's at the bottom of your screen down there. Now, is he the fastest? No. If he the best route runner? No. But that toughness means something. And he knows how to get open. Look at this, another tough catch. Look at the DB. With the safety coming downhill. Look at another tough catch. Another tight window throw. See it even more from the end zone view, so you can really see how tight this window is. Look at that. Zeros right there, and then the safety right here is coming down on it. Gets it. First down. We're going to go versus UCF again. He's the number 2 receiver at the top of your screen. And this is where the route runner comes into play. He's going to turn this DB completely around, get him in his blind spot, and run this post to the open field. Got him turned, hit that blind spot, stick the foot in the ground, and now he gonna split both DBs. Beautiful throw by the quarterback. Great ball tracking. Deep touchdown. I think it's about 50-yard bomb. But look at the way he turns this guy around. He see him, turn his hips that way, so I'm gonna push him outside to make him open him up. And when he does the speed turn that he tries to do, he sticks that foot in the ground and then he splits both of them. I don't know what number 9 was doing, but number 4 definitely got sauced up. It's a great throw by the quarterback. Great ball tracking. Finish the play. TCU again. To the top of your screen as an outside receiver. So we've seen him as an outside receiver and a slot receiver. So versatility matters. If you can do both, the more you can do, the more they can use you. Just find the soft spot in the zone. Run a little in cut, a little basic. They in like a cover 3 look with your guy running to the flats. You got your deep third by the top safety. Or maybe that's Tampa 2. It might be Tampa. Yeah, that's Tampa 2. Number 9 is your middle player, and you got your 2 safeties. And you got your middle man, which is number 9, taking that vert. The dagger concept. He understands it, knows it's still somebody sitting in the middle, kind of throttles down. And to the point where, boom, almost get some yak out of it. Good job of throttling down and not just running straight to the middle of the field. To the point where you almost can get some yak out of it. Understand his zones. You got to be able to do that. You got to be able to run at a certain speed, run at different tempos, mix your stuff up. You got to have nuance in your routes. Everything don't have to be full speed. He's at the top of your route here, running a little switch release. I like this toughness right here. Guys kind of putting hands on him. He throws them by, gets him to the inside, and creates a little separation with toughness, with physicality. Nice little pickup for a first down. So you could press him and try to manhandle him if you want to. He's going to give you that same physicality right back. Another one versus TCU. I'm sorry, versus UCF. If I've been saying TCU, my bad. He plays for TCU. At the bottom of the screen. Basically the same concept. Little dagger concept. They just run a little different. Got him in a little short motion. Seven is going to try to clear the safeties. Bech is going to come underneath it. So a heck of a throw by the quarterback who's taking a lick while getting hit. He gets it over the linebackers in front of the safety. Bech, who really has no regard for, catching the ball over the middle, goes and gets it. And both safeties converge on him. So great throw, great concentration to catch, great opportunity. You see it even better from his back view. Quarterbacks get pounded as he throws it. He gets it over the linebacker, but down enough where Bech can get it. And give him time to protect himself as well. Now we're going versus Kansas. He's gonna run his deep over route. But the reason I put this on here is understanding tempo and understanding like what's going to get you open. So as number 3 is running his crossing route, you'll see Bech kind of come out here and kind of slow down to let it take place. Then that natural pick's gonna take place and he'll be down here by himself. It's the football IQ. See him slow down, let him go up under it. Look at that. A natural pick. Now, this guy right here, he sees it, but at this point it's too late. It's too late. You see him trying to speed turn right here? It's too late for that. But if he would have went in front of that, he could have ran with it, and then he'd have been sandwiched between this guy and the safety. But instead, he goes up underneath it, which is what the play is created to do, and it's completely wide open. So football IQ goes a long ways. You ain't got to run 4-3. You ain't got to be 6-4. If you know how to run with tempo and run routes and understand coverages, you can be successful. And this guy right here, you seeing he's going to come underneath because the linebacker doesn't get his hand on him to wall him out. As soon as he gets in there, all that free reign. So now, you also have to catch. We talked about it earlier in this video with him taking on the 4 different players. Now this time, he just makes a guy miss and scores easily. That's understanding tempo. If he'd have just ran to the middle of the field, he probably would have got walled off, and the safety would have been able to get down on him and have a better angle to tackle him. Right here, he's at the bottom of your screen again. Use him outside, use him inside. We saw this play earlier when he scored a touchdown on. They run a little slot fade. He runs the slant underneath it, and they kind of use that slot fade as a screen. But this time he catches it. The last time he caught it on like the 2 and fell into the end zone. Now he's on the 8. If you don't know, he's going to score on this play. Another reason why I said he's super tough. Make that guy miss, drag that guy, and then prevents number 4 from punching it out. And this is a better view of it right here. I think it's 24 that's going to be draped all over him. He's going to keep the feet driving. Catch. Oh, yeah, 24. Tried to punch it out. He missed. Look at him cover it up. It's tough to see with the with the goal post right there. He covered it up, so avoided that punch. Now 4's going to try to sneak one in, but he still got to cover it up. All while he's dragging 24 to the end zone. Toughness. I love it. Love it. We'll finish with this one right here versus SMU. Got a little trick play going on. He's going to come off slow. He's going to feather off the ball and act like he's blocking. And whatever count they have in his head, maybe 1,001, 1,002, then he's going to take off on a little corner route. But I also like the fact that he tiptoes the sideline to score. Love the way he feathers off the ball to seem like he blocking. So I'm going to slow play it, go. Left flea flicker. And I got to make sure I stay in bounds. So good job of staying in bounds. Good job of selling it. And again, like his first 2 years at LSU, last 2 years at TCU, it's the only thing I question is 1 year of production. He went from 12 catches to 1,000+ yard receiver in 1 year. So I question, can he produce like that in multiple years? That's the only negative I have about him right now. So the rankings I have for him are on my sheet that normally goes up and down when we premiere these videos. So you can click that and take a look at how I have Jack ranked. And on that note, that's all I got for you today, man. I appreciate you guys for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me for this Jack Bech film session from TCU. And salute to the Bech family. I'm praying for you guys. And if you don't know why, you can go look it up and see what it is. But on that note, I'm out. Peace, y'all. Catch you on the next one.